Hi, my name is Adam Everilla, and I would like to welcome you to our design studio. This month, we are going to turn this beautiful bouquet into this gorgeous Easter centerpiece for your table. As you can see, with the gloves on and the plastic on the table, this is going to be a bit messy to begin with, but it's going to be fun. Something you can do with the kids, but it's going to be messy. So give yourself 2 days prior to creating the design to do this segment. So what we're going to do is we're going to make those Easter eggs out of latex balloons, some yarn, and then we have some Elmer's glue. We're going to use some Elmer glue. Have a liner here. I just have a plastic dish that I can dispose of. Pour some of that in. So I do equal parts glue with water. As you can see, it's not scientific. But you want to put that in and you just want to mix it up. Get it nice and mixed. And kids are going to love this. This is going to be a great Easter project for you. Take your yarn and give a tie over the top of the balloon. This will keep it in place. What I do is I take a little bit of the glue mixture and I just put it right onto the balloon and let it get tacky a little bit. This is going to ensure that the strings actually stay in place without slipping and sliding. For this table setup, we're going to take 2 balloons, different sizes, because we want to have some dimension on the table. You're going to do both balloons. And you're going to take the yarn, run it through the glue mixture, and have your fingers there to take some excess off. And I just lay it onto the table. And I use the mixed color yarn for this because I just love the different colors in the egg. You can use like a pink one for this and a blue one for that if you wanted. Go wild with colors. But I just do a bunch of this onto the table. And what you're going to do is you're just going to wrap it around the balloon. All different ways, directions. And you can see like it's messy. But it's fun and it's cool. It'll add a great appearance to your table. So you're going to just do that. It takes about probably 2 bolts of yarn. I would do 2 bolts of yarn just so you have plenty. You can never have too much of it. And again, just run it through the water. Get it nice and saturated. And you are going to go around and around. Make sure you keep turning the balloon in your hand and you hit all the spots. So you're going to do this, completely cover it in yarn, and then once it's covered, set it on top of the liner because it's going to drip glue as it dries and it'll catch it in there. So you can turn it as it goes. Again, take about 2 days for it to dry completely for you to use, and then it'll turn out to look like this. So once you get it done, the balloon is still inside. Once you get it done, it'll turn to look like this. Take your knife, just pop the balloon. Yeah, the kids are going to like doing that. And as you can see, now it's see-through. You can no longer see the white. Perfectly held its shape. The glue held the yarn in shape, so it works perfect. So now that we have popped the balloon, we have the egg. What we're going to do is just take your scissors, put it in, and just start cutting it at angles to give you the perfect Easter egg shape. We want it to be open, and some of these strings are going to be a little loose, and I'll show you how to fix those. But this is a fun project for your table, for your kids to do. So we cut all the way around, and now you can see the inside's really kind of cool looking, right? But you could see where that balloon was held in. So go ahead and just cut that out of there. But I think it's a cool project to do. These loose strings, just feed them in to the inside of the egg. So we have this one done, and I'm going to feed these in. Okay, so we have this egg, and then here's our small guy. Look how cute. But look at all these different egg shapes that we have. All this colorful that it's going to add to your dining table. I'm going to use some liners for the project, and this is going to hold our floral foam and flowers. But if you don't have liners, use a glass if you have a glass, a teacup, anything that is going to sit inside of 2 of the eggs to hold our foam. Next we have floral foam. This is going to be our friend all year long. We're going to use lots of this in different projects, so I want to get you comfortable with it. So floral foam, it's wet, and what you're going to do is take a block. It'll come in green or it'll come in black, and you're just going to set it on top of the water. Cannot stress this enough to you. If you want your flowers to last, let it go down on its own. It'll sink down. What it's doing is absorbing water through the foam. So we really don't want to push it down. We don't want to pour water over the top. We just want to let it do its thing. And it does take a minute, but once it's done, then you're going to take it out, put it in your dish or your liner, whatever you have that's going to fit inside of the egg. And this is another one of our projects. You're gonna like have a flower shop in your home by the time you're done, because you're gonna have so many of these cool things and know what to do with them. This is a floral foam adhesive. It is a tape that's waterproof, so you want to make sure it's a waterproof tape. And what this does, it just holds the foam in place. So you just wrap it around, and it just holds that foam in place. So now it won't come out of the dish, and it stays perfect for you. So we're going to do that to both pieces. Now that we have our floral foam and 2 of our egg pieces, we're going to take our bouquet, and what we like to do is separate the flowers out so we know exactly what we have to work with. We got some beautiful spring colors in this one. It's going to make this look so great on your table. So now that our flowers are laid out, we are going to start the designing part of the floral. I use a knife, and you know that I like to use a knife, so it's not a big deal if you don't. Get yourself a pair of really good garden shears, a little floral cutters. They sell these at craft stores, you can get them. I promise you, you'll be using them a lot through our videos. And you just don't want to use a pair of scissors at home. It doesn't work the same, and it kind of damages the flowers, and I don't want you to do that. So get yourself a pair of real good cutters that you're going to use often. The first thing we're going to start with is our beautiful yellow lilies. I want to show you a trick. So I always take the pollen out of the lily, because it does stain, as you know. Throw it away. But if you get a little bit of pollen on the inside, you can use a pipe cleaner or a paper towel and just dab lightly the petal, and it'll grab all of that pollen out, so you don't have that sticking on, and then the flower looks absolutely perfect. So just the trick is to go very lightly and just dab it, and it'll take it out. When a lily has this many beautiful blooms, cut off some of them. So then we just have the bottom with the beautiful bloom that's open, and one it's going to close, and we're going to give it a cut. And when you put it into foam, you want to get it as deep into the foam as possible, so it'll drink the water. So we're going to do one bloom up here. We're going to separate the other bloom, and we're going to get this in the smaller egg. And just put them close together, leaving plenty of space for these lilies to pop open. Next, we're going to use our beautiful pink roses. I love to keep the natural foliage on. It fills in the space. So we're going to do these opposite of each other in the bigger floral piece. Next, we're going to use our Alstroemeria. And we're going to put this in the bigger piece, opposite of those. Let's put one in the center and one off to the side. And do you see how it's already starting to fill out? It's gorgeous. We have one Gerbera daisy for this. So I'm gonna take the straw off, cut this down short, and let's put it opposite of this gorgeous yellow Asiatic lily. So then we have all about the color balance. We have to have color balance. Since we have the two beautiful roses at the top, I'm gonna take these spray roses, take the foliage off, and I say we go ahead so we can get multiple insertions, cut it off so you have two pieces. One goes right down there, so we have some beautiful roses at the bottom. You can cut these roses off, put them on this side of the egg. How beautiful is that becoming? Next are gorgeous carnations. Cut these, and I want to put them the opposite space of the lilies. So we have this crisscross of that gorgeous yellow color happening in the bouquet. Asters are a fun thing that we can take them apart. You get a lot more for your money by taking them apart and having different pieces versus just one pushed in. So we're gonna put these throughout the whole design of both the top and the bottom floral arrangements. It just looks like these flowers are blooming directly out of these eggs that we created. How fun. Imagine your family and friends coming over and seeing your creation that you started from scratch and you made this. It's just beautiful. We have some more. And let's put some down. And you're gonna cut them short. Make sure you get them into the foam. And the foam is perfect because it holds the flowers perfectly in place. And now we have our white chrysanthemums. So for this, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give a cut. So you have two pieces like so. And let's put this at the bottom. The whole trick is we want to fill it in so it looks like these flowers are blooming right outside of these magnificent egg structures you've created. Let's do this again for this one. It's amazing, and you will learn how much the flowers actually you get out of a stem once you start breaking them apart. This one I'm actually breaking 3. This one, let's put down in here. I hope you're loving it as much as I do. It's so pretty. For the bottom one, I'm going to take off some of these laterals, which means just the extra flowers. And you're going to want to cut them, cut the tip off, even though you just tore it off, cut that tip off so you get a nice, clean, sharp piece that'll go right into the foam. And it's just looking so cool. This is certainly a custom design for your home. I will tell you though, a little trick. If you have the option when you're shopping, either black floral foam or green, always do the black. It disappears so much easier than the green, and it's just perfect. Let's put this right up in the center. Next we have the ruscus that has been dusted. So we're gonna break this down. You're gonna get 3 pieces out of it. So I just wanna show you. These are the 3 pieces you're gonna get out of it. Out of one stem, you're gonna get 3 different insertions. So you just wanna break it down, and these go around the base. These are specifically to just cover in those empty spots that may be still showing. We don't wanna see in through the egg. We want the flowers to grow from the egg. So that just gives some accent. and covers it up. I love the contrast of that. I don't know about you, but I would be very happy to have this on my dining table when people come in and see the custom creation completed by you. So we have our eggs down our flowers, and so what I like to do is with the top eggs, I just like to kind of tilt them onto it, just so you can kind of see what it was. Gotta find the right spot for it. And it just keeps the whole story going. Oops, my bad, I still have part of the balloon. Make sure you take that balloon out. We do not want to see that. And then that'll just complete your look for you. Now that we have this beautiful centerpiece on our tables, we have our plates out. I just wanted to add a little bit more of the yarn to the plates. So I just took some eggs, wrapped the yarn in different ways, made it look interesting. Imagine that on your plate with a beautiful napkin underneath. This is going to be the best centerpiece for your Easter celebration. I hope you enjoyed the video. I look forward to seeing you next month. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you soon.